Whatever is floating around, it picks up. And then it makes a quick synthesis. It is very fast. It will give you within seconds. There are uses. The same research, if you and I do, it will take us hours sitting before the computer to find out which hotel we have to book, where we have to go, and yeah.
Madam, the present state of ChatGPT is that way. Child who shows his father that, Dad, I have a headache, showing his stomach. It is the plight of ChatGPT today.
I agree with you. ChatGPT is in the child stage, but it will mature. It will come to a sophisticated stage where it is far more intelligent than we are. We have to understand the limitations of one human brain. Maximum, my brain can process only this much. And now that I'm growing older, I'm forgetting so many things. But ChatGPT, once it learns something, it will not forget. When I say ChatGPT, I'm generally talking about AI. Okay.
Do you think by the year 2040 a chatbot will win physics?
I am not professional enough to give a date, but these things happen very fast because there are a lot of young, brilliant minds working on these things.
It's unpredictable. No?
They predict that physics Nobel will be won by a chatbot.
Possible. Yes, it can do. If it can do research, it can innovation, invention, all are possible.
Because we are living in a rapidly changing world.
And somehow I see all these things as good things. Even though, I use it for certain purposes, don't use for certain purposes. There are things where I will always only read a book. And I will tell my students, my grandchildren, everybody, that you read from the book. Don't learn from internet.
Yes, we should get the technology, but first of all, we should have the basics, fundamentals.
Getting children, I think, to read is the biggest challenge. What I try to do with the grandchildren is that if my granddaughter doesn't like to read, she will say she wants to go to a mall. So I will take. Then I will tell her, I won't buy you anything except book. You want book, you choose, I will buy it. Then she has no choice. So she will choose some books. Since she has bought the book, she has to read them. Then she reads and she finds it very interesting. So then she reads from morning to evening. See, once it becomes a habit, then they will do it on their own. But until that, we have to hold their hand. We have to give some inducement, some punishment, find some ways. I think in the education system, it's very important for the teachers and system to encourage, you give prizes or whatever. And see that, the creative impulse is there in everyone. Because it is not nurtured, it doesn't develop. Only some of us write. See, if there are 10 people who can sing well, there'll be only one person who can write well. Okay? A lot of people will speak well, but very few of them will write. It's something we can all do.
In my country, we are doing this way. We encourage our youngsters to make short films using their mobile phone. Then they come to us. Then we conduct workshops. Then we ask, how do you write a script? Then come the problems. Then we start encouraging them to read. That is the way that we are working. We are swimming with them, swimming with the current, and just have the turn. We should have our own strategies to change this situation, I think.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
There are hundreds of Sri Lankan refugee camps throughout India. And Sri Lankan Tamils are all over. They are doing fantastically well. My simple question, even leading politicians in Tamil Nadu, they say one thing. LTT Prabhakaran is still alive. As a journalist, what is your answer for that?
That's a tough one.
Yes, that's a tough one. That is the war. That is the nature of war. The powerful person wins. Right? But there should be justice. Everything should be done in open air. We have so many black marks in our history. There are many incidents in northern area as well as southern area. There are wounds to be dressed. So I think this is the time that we have to look back and tolerate and discuss and make some compromises just for the development of the country as a whole, not as separate ethnicities. I know this is very painful because I have my own Tamil friends. Once there was an incident, that is the biography written by Tamilini, the LTT women cadre. She died by a cancer. Her last will was, sell my book. The money that you get from that selling, please donate that amount to the main cancer hospital of our country. So we arrange it. Amidst various threats and challenges, we organized a book launching session in Colombo, in the heart of Colombo. We had many problems, but we did it. In that stage, we lit an oil lamp, only one oil lamp, for those who were victimized of that bloody war. We collected some money from that selling, and we donated that money following the last will of Tamilini to the cancer hospital of my country. So I think if we are ready to work with other people, we can win. There are politicos. But if the citizens are gathering, no one can defeat us. That is my view.
Any other questions?
Hi, sir. I am Sabha. I know you. Yesterday, I have seen one of your videos that you have posted in YouTube. In it, you are discussing about the 3 languages existing in Sri Lanka, that is Sinhala, Tamil, and English. My question is this, that I would like to know, because we have not been receiving too much literature from Sri Lanka now. So what is the status? Hello. What is the status right now in Sri Lanka? It's Tamil literature.
Sri Lankan Tamil literature.
Yeah, actually.
Yes, it's developing. There are many Tamil young people who are writing now. But the problem is that still there is a long way to translate these things into English and other languages. If we have such type of system, then there will be an improvement. These days we are discussing, especially the Cultural Minister of Sri Lanka, Mr. Hindu Sunil Senevi. He is discussing with me also to starting a translators guild, translators pool under the Ministry of Culture to face these barriers. Sri Lanka, we have a very good literature, Tamil, Muslims, and Sinhala communities, but the language has become the barrier. So we have to invade the international market, not like in India. In Sri Lanka, it is difficult.
If I may ask a question in between, what are the languages taught in the schools?
Sinhala and English, Sinhala, English, and Tamil. Basically, in Sinhala schools, they teach in Sinhala. English is a subject. In international schools, the language medium is English. In Tamil schools, Tamil. Tamil and Muslim schools.
Sir, about the clash between Tamil and Sinhalese. So do you think that there is a kind of clash of civilization, like any clash between some religions, language? How do you look at it from that prism? To put it in Samuel P. Huntington language, clash of civilization, clash
Sorry?
of civilizations,
Clashes?
clash of civilizations.
Civilization clash.
Clash of civilization.
Do you
Yes.
think so, sir? What is your take on that? Just response.
Yes, I think clash of civilization. It is politics, no? It is politics. Everywhere there is politics. Natural resources, environment. Now the world is run by mass companies and politicians.
So what would be the role of language and religion in that?
Religion is also
they have
business
a
now.
role in that?
Now the religion is, it has become business now.
In this particular clash, in the clash we are discussing now, sir?
In Sri Lanka,
Yeah, in Sri Lanka. Do you think that that is a clash of civilization? The part of it is religion and language.
yeah, it's true. We have religions and preachers, but not the followers. Buddha taught ahimsa. We don't follow that. In every religion, ahimsa is the base, I think. We should go for the fundamental. That's why I'm telling.
I am Professor Sadashivan Nair.
We can hear.
So these are the days of regime change inaugurated by powerful countries. I believe that the reason for this regime change is lack of democracy.
Lack of democracy.
Democracy. If the regime is, the political leadership is strongly rooted in the people's belief, faith, there will be no scope for such regime change. How popular or how democratic is the present regime in Sri Lanka? Will it face the earlier instance of, because this regime change was happened earlier in Sri Lanka. Will the same happen again?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Is there any possibility of regime change being tried by powerful countries? Because there is a lot of international politics in Sri Lanka. China is
Giving an example like, the US interfering in other countries and changing the regime by outside interference, not internal thing. So does Sri Lanka expect any such outside interference? Could be from China or anybody.
It happened earlier. It happened earlier, actually.
This is a common situation all over the world. No one can live alone now. There are influences. But if we can strengthen the power of the citizens, I think we can face it. There are influences. We are a small country, just a tiny grain. We can't even breathe without the influence of others. That is the harsh truth. But we are struggling. You see, now, everywhere there are problems. The missiles are going here and there. People are crying. People are the victims. And the rulers are the winners. That is the truth that I understood for more than 60 years.
There are no more questions. I think it is time to wind up this session because we don't want to encroach on the time. Thank you, Samaranayake sir, for spending your valuable time with us. We really enjoyed this discussion with you. Thank you, one and all.
Yes, thank you very much for inviting me. And I should say this. I should be thankful to Pushpa for her cooperation. And Mr. Abhilash, who was my liaison officer, he was always behind me and looking after me. And in the meantime, I feel Kerala is not as another country. It's like Sri Lanka. We all are same. This is my second experience in Kerala. So, thank you for your hospitality, your kind hearts. We are in the same group. Thank you very much.
Thank you for this wonderful session, Sri Chulananda Samaranayake and Srimati Pushpa Kurup. Now, I would like to invite Dr. N. Krishna Kumar, Secretary, KeralaLegislature Secretary, to present to our respected chief guests. Thank you, sir.